Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight and neck head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring attention to this bell sound. And while you focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, in these ongoing meditation sessions, we mainly try to share some basic informations related to meditation. So, when it comes to meditation, as you know, nowadays, it's a very popular subject. And everybody like to practice meditation, and people have different meditation techniques. And at the same time, there are a lot of meditation keep coming. It's a kind of like there is a tap line and already towards you, and keep coming many kind of techniques. So then it is your responsibility to understand what you need out of meditation, what you look for. And once you recognize that, once you have that understanding, it will help you to find what technique you need to practice, which method you have to follow. So overall, when it comes to our life, according to the Buddha's teaching, it doesn't matter we like or not. So this all the teachings going to take us to certain level to understand the very nature of this life. It is not about something gaining. It is about something we releasing, losing, letting go from us. What is that? So that is the most highest and so expensive tool that we use to hold with us. So that is self-view. So once you let go the idea of this self-view, you will get out of a lot of unnecessary difficulties. So then you have to remember your own self-view, your own preconditioned mind put you into situations which is even not belong to the world. So that's much the self-view is so powerful. So this meditation will help you deeply go into that and clean it. Release a lot of unnecessary self-views. So for that, in the beginning, we develop two mental cultures, two methods. It is not just one method, two methods. So one is, in the beginning, you have to develop very tranquility state. So in this society nowadays, as meditation, most of time, they talk about that tranquility meditation. But tranquility meditation not will help for you to get out of the most difficult situation in your life. So that is our sansara or the becoming. Maybe the tranquility state will help you to calm down, relax, and be comfortable in the moment. And sometimes there are a lot of people become so successful, and out of that success, they look for the meditation to find the happiness and satisfaction, but they don't understand that success or that whatever the position we gain, whatever the life we achieve, itself not permanent. Sometimes it's very difficult to understand. We always, because we always have a nature to cling and hold and be with something, be with something. It's very difficult for us to just even be yourself. So that's why in this spiritual journey that you have to remember, day by day, that the effort you put into practice is a great investment for your own life. So this tranquility state also one part of the mind. And then deeply from the tranquility state, once you come to tranquility state or the undisturbed mind, it will help you to get out of the 5 hindrances. So one is this desire that you develop with the idea of self to gain the happiness and satisfaction towards you. It's not about the happiness or the satisfaction. That idea of gaining and holding it to you is a hindrance. And when you hold that way, what happens? It start to develop a resistance around you. It start to develop barriers around you to keep and hold that happiness and satisfaction and withdraw all other things from it. And that itself create kind of like envy, anger, the developing a nature kind of like go against things. So then whatever that the happiness and the satisfaction you look for yourself, not going to be the same. It's going to be changed moment by moment. And then according to that, what happens? Dissatisfaction also develop in certain way. And then out of that all, sometimes you get tired. And then sometimes you get disappointed, because that whatever happiness and satisfaction not going to be same in every day. So then you have to have some kind of understanding. So that's why this meditation will give you deeper that understanding to yourself. Another thing, always you develop this restlessness in you, restless mind, always jumping here and there. And the doubt. So those are mental conditions. So once you develop tranquility state, it will help you to calm down that situation. But there is another nature in our mind. So through the vipassana, deeply you are capable to get out of that. What are those? So one is, our mind has always a nature to get into something. It's, you like you get into a car, you get into a bus, you get into the train. So like that, get into the flight. You have this mind has a nature to get into things always, get into thoughts. So what happens when the awareness or the consciousness or the mind once get into something, it is start to behave according to that environment. Let's get into nature. It's called the vitakka. It's a mind always like that. It goes so crazy to get into things. So practicing meditation will help deeply. After tranquility meditation, when it comes to the vipassana level, you recognize this change that happening moment by moment. So that will help you to withdraw this nature from your mind. Because otherwise, everywhere, everybody appreciate this nature in the world, in the conventional life. It is one of the most validated skill that we have, the getting to nature. The mind always get into thoughts, get into thoughts, get into thoughts. But once you see the change and you slow down that, not only that, once you get into that, you're not going to be there just sitting. You start to move here and there. It's like you once get into a house and you start to walk around the house, inside the house. You always take a tour to go and see, what is this room? Oh, what is this room? Oh, what you do here? Oh, what is this? Oh, why this place? So like that, it always go everywhere. Like, nowadays that there are some houses, they have this cleaning robot, vacuum. That's once you say, it's go everywhere. And the mind also have that nature. It's called vichara. Everybody like it. You bring deeper and deeper opinions about things. People so appreciate that. And when something comes, the mind start to go deep. And even about the meditation, about whatever you experience, you can have that. So now you recognize that also a condition of mind. This all good, happy, success, failure, this all what? Is there any kind of that like permanent experience can you gain out of this all in your life? Can't you see this all that the kind of like a condition of mind that you keep following and you experience and itself it's change? If you look very carefully, you can see that. It's not kind of like a magic it's not a kind of like a black magic or rocket science. You can see it. That's why you can understand this. Another thing is all the happiness and satisfaction that we gain through this all. Look, it's also a one part of our mind. It's not something that exists somewhere. Oh, it's not even it's not come from any different kind of skill. It's come as a result of causation. If anybody experience some kind of happiness, other people also can experience if the other people follow the same method. It's not specially happening only for that person. So that is the behavior of this mind. So that's why we follow people. We the people, we follow the people. Because whatever the mind we experience is depending from thoughts. That thought patterns is not the exactly same, but it's the final result is same. Mechanism is same. So whatever the happiness and satisfaction, don't be so crazy about it. It's also a condition of the mind. And it also will change. And then the deeper this, the feeling of physical or the mental feelings you gain. And it's kind of like equanimity in a very conventional level with ourselves, with this physical experience or with this mental experience. This is it. This is it. This is it. That change. Whatever came to you, look into your own life and see how many times you reach to the very peak of the happiness and it already gone. You have no power over that moment. You can't keep it there. It's going to go. Why? Because it arises as a result of something. That's why it go away. There's no power on that to arise itself. So one should deeply recognize it's about the very behavior and the condition of our own mind, nothing to do with this outside world. You can apply it, but here, first you have to see how it's happening inside your mind. These all are good things, not about bad things. Remember, it's not about the greed, hatred, or the delusion. No. These all are good qualities that we experience and we like to achieve, and we so crazy with everybody validate about it. There's nothing wrong with that conventional knowledge. But if you look very carefully, deeply, when you practice this vipassana method, just look deeper. Just look deeper and see. So whatever the nature that you carry in your mind, you recognize it's not permanent. So then the very nature of entering to ideas and developing ideas, hold it to that ideas, appreciating that ideas, and be with that ideas, settle down with that ideas, tranquilize with the mental experience. That means that this tranquility level of that undisturbed mind that you develop in you, also a condition of the mind. It's not something that exists somewhere. It's a condition of the mind. So then now you have to remember how the mind, because the mind itself can't be there, the mind always depending from something. So there is no such an independent entity as mind. The mind also arises with the help of something. So the consciousness, there is no such a independent, permanent, unchangeable, solid consciousness. So the consciousness also depending from ideas, thoughts. So then you have to remember whatever you appreciate as a condition of the mind. So that's why even you should not attach to meditation, because that also not permanent. So that is where you deeply come to recognize in this vipassana level how you can really liberate from even your own tranquility state. Because otherwise, in the beginning, we have to get out of this busyness and we have to develop this undivided attention towards something, and we have to develop undisturbed mind. But still, end of this all, you have to remember it is a condition of a mind. And we have to develop we have to be with that, the very nature of entering. So even just imagine about this meditation or all the good things that we practice. When you hear the good, you like to enter into that. You like to be with that. When you hear something good, you like to walk around it, inside it. And you like to all the good things, even you like to appreciate. And you like to encourage it. And all the good things that we like to settle down with it. And when you reach to the goodness, you come to very contentment. Oh, this is good. I did good. And then you be with it. But the thing is, when you becomes good, that settle down with the good, little by little, and when it becomes so strong, solid, invisibly, unknowingly, this disturbed mind also arise in you. Why? Because always you can't maintain that the goodness that around you 24/7. You can't. Sometimes you just have to drop it. In that right away, these little things can disturb you. So that's why, as a final solution, the vipassana, impermanence, if you really get into that, the bottom level of deeper understanding, that is what the real undisturbed moment you gain, because you get out of the mind. When there's no mind, that is where the real undisturbed environment you gain. So here, when we develop the tranquility state, we name it as undisturbed mind, but that doesn't mean you're going to settle down with it. Of course, it is good. It's good only for this conventional level, but anything not going to be good for you, because that goodness not going to give you liberation. The wisdom give you liberation. The goodness will mesmerize you to be here forever. Even you can't be the same. You are like to become again and again and again. All the good things, nice things mesmerize us. And when you become more strong with that, invisibly what happens naturally? You develop the resistance in you. And that is where all the anger arises. So that's why without wisdom, if you develop the goodness, it's going to be so dangerous. Remember that. Why? Because little things can disturb you very badly. So that's why even in day-to-day life, in ordinary life, always you have to remember, don't train any animals only for night. Don't train like that. That animal going to become very dangerous, because the night going to be a half of day, not the full whole day. So when the light comes, they get mad. So like that, and it come to everything. So especially when you raise children, when you develop your life, don't mesmerize this children's life with the idea of good, 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 be good, be good, be good, be good. Because then they, of course, they will be like that. You will see more than any other time. We hear the goodness around the world, everywhere, but look what happened underneath the world. Everywhere, the fear, uncertainty, anxiety, depression. So these things become more stronger. Of course, the goodness, idea of the goodness everywhere, but at the same time, look invisibly how other things arise. Why this? More than any other time around the world today, this electricity everywhere, bulb. You can see the light. It's very difficult to find the dark places now. Most of places more light. But still, we have to remember, when it comes to ourselves, we deeper inside us, we have the kind of like unknown darkness. We get lost inside us. And most of the time, in the middle of this crowded city, we say, I'm lost. How possible? Because you only focus to sometimes. You only see how to be good, 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 good. You never saw the very nature of life. There's nothing exists itself to be good or be right. Oh, you have to see the very nature of everything. That is where the causation. So everything interdepending. And that is where you come to the balance to see. When you see something dark, you recognize there is a reason for that, and you recognize, and that darkness will help to provide the environment for the light also. So like that, so deeper in now these mental qualities, once you see this all, you're not going to be settle down with only good side. You recognize this all condition of mind. And once you recognize that, you are not going to hold it on, you are not going to be with it. You're not going to settle down with that. You're not going to become with that. And that's going to give you permanent solution for becoming or the struggle. So that's why observing inhalation, exhalation give the opportunity for you to go deeper little by little, and understand that whatever the experience you gain is change, impermanence. And at the same time, the experiencer, the mind itself experience that. Also go through different changes It's not the same mind. And once you understand that, you recognize the moment, you be with it without holding, grasping, clinging, resisting, because you know experience or experiencer both, not permanent. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. Bring your attention to your body and scan to head to toes yourself and say Supateva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge in this moment with this sitting. May my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation and exhalation, and recognize the change happens moment by moment. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. When it happens through the sensation, recognize it, do nothing extra. Bring my attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away. Already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ettavata cha ammehi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Imaya dhamma nudhamma patipattiya buddham pujemi dhammam pujemi sangham pujemi Attaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadi maranam ha paribunjisami Idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamunchatu. Bless you.